Hey, we're back. It's been a while since we posted. We've been very busy, got lots of exciting updates for you. And the purpose of this vlog, this is slightly different to normal. We thought we'd address a question that we get very often. I'd say two of the most common questions we get when everyone hears that we're traveling. First thing is, are you rich? As soon as they hear like we're traveling in a motorhome full time. And the second question is, when people realise we have children, it's what do you do about school? What do the kids do about school? So it's kind of fallen in line. One of the reasons we've been so busy is we've been filing a report for the Education Authority on Rufus's schooling for the year. So we thought we would share that with you, and it might answer some questions that we get very often. It's very, very, like I say, after the rich question, which we're definitely not rich. And yeah, let's address some of the points about homeschool, because I think everyone's a bit terrified by it. And obviously, with the last year, people have had to homeschool. You know, people have been forced into homeschool situations, and maybe some people have loved it, and we definitely know some people have said, "Oh my God, it's been a nightmare." And maybe I don't know where you fall on that line. But it's quite an interesting thing. So we're gonna share with you some of the stuff we've done. So the first point about homeschool is something called Flexi-school, which not a lot of people know about, which we'll just briefly talk about. Now, we were kind of a bit experienced of homeschooling before we even went traveling, because we did something called Flexi-school. And that is when you kind of homeschool part-time. So you can decide, well, make an arrangement with your local school. No point making one with a different school, because that doesn't work. So yeah, make an arrangement with your child's school that you could homeschool maybe 2 days a week, or 1 day a week, or 3 days a week, or even 4. And we used to do that with Rufus for a year prior to travelling, and that's because we wanted to spend more time with him, and we wanted to learn specific things that the syllabus wasn't learning. So we had family French lessons every Wednesday, and then we would go somewhere in our local community, go to a local museum, so that's Flexi-school. And it's not guaranteed that the school will do it. They're not obliged to do it. You have to come to an arrangement and prove that you're going to do something and not just sit at home. But we think that's brilliant. And for those of you, some people that we know that may have really enjoyed homeschooling but probably can't homeschool full time because of their job, that is a really good balance. So Flexi-school, please look into that if you've enjoyed homeschooling or you want to do more of it. And then when it comes to homeschool as a principle, you can do, this is the most common thing that people ask about homeschool is what do you have to teach them? What do you do? And the idea is that if you would want to homeschool your children, or the idea that we thought is you teach them what you think they're interested in, what you think is important. So for us, that came down to things like languages. It came down to more things like experiences. We wanted to go out and have experiences with our kids, right? School's great, but you're generally in, I know you have school trips, but you're generally in the same place learning all the time. And we struggle with routine as people, and so do our kids. They would get bored, as we all do. So you can homeschool the way you want to, as long as you've got proof, and nobody can tell you what to teach. I mean, I suppose some people might have something to say if you're just going to sit there and you're going to say, right, we're going to watch telly every day and he's going to learn everything from telly, or my daughter's going to learn everything from telly. That's maybe not the best. But if you're a mechanic and you believe that your children should be learning the family skills from an early age, there's an argument for that. There is an argument for that. And what we believe is that you can learn core subjects, and we value core subjects. We didn't take our children out of mainstream education so that they wouldn't do maths or they wouldn't do English, because we think they're very important. But we would try and learn things through other mediums. Like you'll see in the video that we're gonna cut to another video in a second, and this is the video that we've submitted as evidence for the last year of being on the road. And you'll see that we've tried to teach Rufus. We've used some things he loves, like Pokemon, we've used Pokemon cards and their attributes to help him learn things like averages in maths. and we've used to create storytelling and develop English. He's been reading, but also he's been creating stories with a modelling kit. And what else? And culture and language by going places, going to Germany, to France, to Spain. These are the places we've been. We didn't get to try too many languages that were further afield from that, unfortunately, because of the pandemic. But overall, homeschool, you can teach the way you want to teach. It does help. It will help your case if you are covering a broad amount of subjects rather than just one thing, I think. And you do submit a yearly report, but there are no tests. There's generally not visits, as far as I'm aware. They might want to visit out to make sure your place of learning is safe. But homeschooling isn't as terrifying as you think. But I know it's not for everyone. But we thought we'd address some of those questions. So just a roundup before I show you this video. So homeschool, anyone can do it if they want to. And all you have to do it is contact your local authority, talk to your school. Your local authority will probably give you a call. And now that's not to check up on you, that's to make sure that your school hasn't forced you to homeschool. And then you get to decide how and when you teach. And as a teacher, I was a music teacher before we went travelling. I met some amazing homeschool kids before doing it, which is what made me a bit more confident about trying it, because you're worried that if you're left to teaching your children, you're like, well, they're just going to end up like me, an absolute misfit. But it's not the case. One more thing, I would say that there are tools out there to help you. There are homeschool groups, so you can, even though you're homeschooling, doesn't mean you have to do it by yourself. You can meet local groups which will share knowledge, and different parents will teach different things, and you might hire in teachers to teach certain sessions. I know there's a lot of that in Lincolnshire. There's the odd group where we are, and there's also great other like digital resources like OutSchool. So OutSchool is literally a place where you can book online learning, and we've used that a lot for Rufus. He's had additional French classes he's had just camps where he's kind of met other kids to keep him social. So Pokemon camp, maths, quick draw maths. There was a great one about finding water in a survival situation, which I was listening into intently. I loved it. And I was getting all the questions wrong, so that was good. Just what I know. Good job I'm not too thirsty right now. And then there's an app called Seek, which you'll see Rufus describe in this video. And there's tons of resources. TT Rockstars is great for maths. So many different things. So, homeschool, you could do it if you wanted to. Flexi-school might be worth considering if you don't know what it is and you're thinking you want to spend a little bit more time with your child, but you can't commit to full time. It's harder to get the school to agree on, but it is really, really great. So without further ado, if you're interested, here's the video that we submitted to the Education Authority this year. So this is just some of the things we've done, how we've integrated education into travelling. I hope you enjoy it. And if you've got any questions or any thoughts about it, please pop them below, because people will probably be thinking the same questions as you. And it's definitely not as scary as it sounds. Yeah, so brilliant. Thank you. Bye-bye. So today we are at Dune de Pilet and we're climbing it.
I just saw it and it's humongous.
Is it big?
It is like the biggest thing that I have ever seen in my life, so yeah. a index for plants. Any plant you want to know the name of, you just hold it so the camera can see it, and then when the usual picture button for pictures turns to a green button with a white camera on, you click that and it will tell you what species it is. And you can level up the amount of species you get. You can take on challenges. There's badges you can get.
Can you remember any of the levels or badges that you've got so far?
So far, I think I just remembered one, and it's cub.
Oh, you got
which
cub.
is when you observe your first 3 species.
Oh, that's good.
And archaeologist is 75, and that's where we're on at the minute.
Oh, good. And do you like it?
Yes.
So you need something else to read.
Yeah.
If only I had something to give you.
Ooh. I remember seeing this on it's another David Williams book.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm joking. Go on then, go and get it read.
Yay.
It's back, so if you can just have a look in there. Have a look and decide which ones to throw away. What's that?
New series.
What is it?
New series of Peace Quest.
Well, there's only how many books are there? Just one book.
The whole next 3 series.
Yeah! Woo!
I'm still gonna keep the other ones.
Today is Maths Day, and we are learning.
Yeah.
What are we learning today, Roo?
The mode.
The mode averages. So Rufus is separating
All of my Pokemon.
all of his Pokemon.
Hello. I bet you're wondering how much Pokemon cards I have. Well, the total Pokemon cards, well, character cards, is 811. And you're probably wondering what the mode is.
Yes, I am.
It is 60.
60.
So any card with 60 is the mode.
So that's the one you've got most of.
Yeah.
Yay! Well done! Yeah! Woo!
And it's honestly quite good. This is a rug covering the zombie door. So when someone sits on the rug that we don't want on the rug, they will just and this is the thing, this button will suck the person in, and then it will kill the zombie. Well, it will maybe take one of the zombie's body parts off, and then will make a substance for another zombie. And this is our spaceship, which we'll use to travel to different planets and investigate. Oh, oopsie. Oh no, it's gonna hit the monster cage. Get away from me, bad monster, bad monster. Laser eye, boom! Oh no, a spaceship! Uh-oh. Whoop! Yum, 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 yum. By the way, we used the rug to cover up the trapdoor bit. Oh, my leg. My leg is gone. Mega cannon! Well, flap, actually. The end.
Yeah.
Hello, my name's Rufus, and I'm gonna be showing you my song that I made with my dad, Gem.
3 and.
Diamonds are dark blue and roses are red. Think can be all colours